So I remember back in the days, I used to go with a friend to visit a park. So in this park, there was different types of insects. There were flies, there were bees, there were mosquitoes. There was all these kind of things. You guys already know what happens in those parks. You know what I mean? So when we used to sit around a certain area, there used to be a lot of insects would come. I would all of a sudden see insects walking around, towards me, my legs. Sometimes I would see mosquitoes biting me. Sometimes I would see bees buzzing around me. In those days, we're talking about 10 years ago. So I didn't really make a whole sense of what exactly was happening. So I noticed it was me. It was, we're seated, just the two of us. We're having a nice chat, a nice relax. I would be bitten by mosquitoes. Guys, let me tell you something. I would see bees, I would see mosquitoes, I would see flies, I would see things buzzing around me. Now, for me, it didn't make sense. So I used to tell my friend, I don't understand why we're sitting here, the two of us, and for some reason these insects, these funny particular insects are choosing me. So it never made a lot of sense. But later on in time, upon my awakening, my activation, I realized that I remembered most of the things. I said, okay, now I get it. I realized that actually I was different. You know what I mean? And most of the times, as a chosen one, you're continuously going to draw different things towards your way. So you will see, bees will be buzzing around your windows, your house. You see flies flying around you. You will see dogs coming around you, sniffing you. You will see sometimes cats. You will see birds, different types of birds. You will see pigeons. You will see everything. Guys, let me tell you something. When you're chosen one, there are some of the things, there's a lifestyle you're going to be living, and that lifestyle is going to be different from the people around you. So sometimes it is something you have got to get used to because you already understand you're different. So you're not like everybody else. Now you see, the reason as to why a chosen one is activated, you have got to be awakened. It doesn't matter who you are. When you're chosen one, you have got to come to some sort of awakening, because that awakening is going to bring you back to yourself, and you're going to realize what it is you came here to do. So you'll get a lot of answers. And those answers, you'll understand that, okay, so now you understand your whole journey in your entire life, the way things have always been, the people that you've met, the places you've been, the things that you've done. They have all been a part of your evolution. But I want to bring your attention to the reason as to why you will see a lot of times as a chosen one, you're going to draw a lot of people towards you. So you're going to attract a lot of people towards you. Now, let's not get it twisted. A chosen one, before your activation, even before your awakening, you've already had people around you. There's been your family members, close friends, workmates, your colleagues, I don't know, whatever, classmates. When you activate a chosen ones, do not be surprised. You're going to lose a lot of people. So there will be people in that activation process, in the period of activation, that are going to run far away from you. At some point in time after your activation, after your awakening, when you start working on yourself and you start to understand yourself better, you're going within, you're doing a lot of self-reflection, self-realization, you're going to realize you're now starting to draw a different group of people. Now, in this video, I'm focusing on the people. I'm not really focusing on the insects, although it will be sometime like that. Animals, insects, things are going to be usually gravitating towards you. But you're also going to realize people, different people that you've never seen before, you've never had before, you've never known. They're continuously going to get drawn towards you. Now, these are for particular reasons. It is usually going to be very difficult for people to forget about you. And this doesn't really matter, even if there were sometimes the people that left you before, in that process of activation. There's people that ran very far away from you. Nobody is ever going to be able to forget about you. It is going to be very difficult for people to get you out of their mind. Because you see, the thing is, when it comes to chosen people, so you have got this essence around you. So there's that spirit that you've got within. Sometimes people don't even understand. All of a sudden they're with you. They're coming around you. They're telling you different kinds of things. They're telling you things what happened about in their homes, things about their wives, things about their animals, things about their business. Sometimes you'll end up receiving a lot of information from people, messages from people, attention from people, and people are going to confide their deepest inner secrets with you. Because on the subconscious level, they feel they can trust you. They do not know why. And these are sometimes things that they do not discuss with anybody else. But they are going to feel they can trust you. even sometimes with their secrets. They think that they've never told anyone else. So people are drawn to you usually because of your essence. You know, there's that spirit that you've got within you. You vibe different. A chosen one, they always vibe different. It does not matter what you look like. It does not matter where you come from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. When you know that you're a chosen one, that you're a person with an anointing from God, you are actually vibing different. So it's the reason as to why you are continuously drawing certain individuals around you. So this shouldn't scare you, but at the same time, remember, as you draw in people around you, you've got to also remember there's also going to be energy vampires who want to come into your life. So there's going to be a lot of these energy drainers, suckers, vampires. They're going to come around and tap into your energy. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're going to see a lot of wounded warriors, wounded souls, you know, people with different types of trauma, difficult problems, this thing like that. So they're going to continuously get drawn towards you. But you shouldn't, this shouldn't freak you out. You need to understand, like I've told you guys chosen ones, the number one priority for you is to always try to make sure that you protect your energy. It is one of the things that is going to help you to sustain your energy, at least at a certain degree. So you always have to make sure that you protect your energy. Sometimes these people are coming to you because they need healing. You know what I mean? They know that when they come close to you, even sometimes they do not even know you. You do not have to know these people. There is going to be strangers that are going to come to you. They know at some point in time, whenever they're around you, maybe sometime when they spend some time with you, there is sometimes things changing in their own lives. Sometimes they are getting healed. Some of them, you're going to see them, they're finding jobs, they're getting promotions, they're starting to move to the next level. They're getting a lot of answers to the things that they've been suffering with. So a chosen one, it is something with your energy which keeps on drawing different types of individuals around you. It shouldn't freak you out, but at the same time, you're also going to draw good people towards you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you'll see a case whereby you're now starting to attract your tribe. Because I've told you guys, a chosen one, normally before your awakening, you do not even know who you are. So you do not know that actually there are so many souls around the world that are like you. They have got the similar essence like you. Most of the times when you activate it, the universe is going to start drawing these people from all corners of the planet towards you. But again, remember there's the pros and the cons. So there's the minus and the plus. There is good and there's the bad. You only need to know why has a particular individual appeared in your life. It could be somebody who has come to help you. Maybe there's something that they know and you do not know, and sometimes they are coming to you for some kind of guidance. You could be sometime at a certain level of your evolution, and there is things that you know that they don't. And there could be sometimes other chosen ones like you. So they may sometimes want to learn something from you or discover a few things about themselves. They know, and the universe is always going to come bring you guys together in some way, and you're going to be drawn to each other. But most of the times, there's also going to be a lot of healing, a lot of wounded souls, suffering people going through pain. Those individuals, normally, they're on a very low frequency, and sometimes they're also coming in to suck your energy and to suck you dry. You know what I mean? So you need to use your discernment, chosen ones, who is coming into your life, what do they want, in which way can you help them, and how can you help them without actually getting drained and losing all your energy. So you need to use your spirit of discernment, and as well, you've got to protect yourself at all times. It's very important, chosen ones, as a person who is evolving, to become the highest version of yourself. Now, another reason you may see people that usually getting drawn to you, this can be sometimes chosen people tend to have wisdom, a lot of wisdom. And when we're talking about wisdom, we're not talking about that wisdom that you've learned from college. You know what I mean? So we're not talking about universities, colleges and things like that. So chosen ones tend to be wise in so many areas of their lives. So sometimes you will see a lot of people, they are coming to you because they feel that you've got some kind of wisdom. And sometimes this is not the wisdom they're learning from their churches, from their parents, from their schools, or whatever it is, from their friends. You have got wisdom that people do not have. And sometimes this wisdom is uncommon. So the reason as to why people continuously get drawn towards you is because sometimes they are coming into your life. They need some answers about certain things, and they need to get out of certain situations. And they know at some point there is one or two things you're going to tell them, and it's going to change their life at some degree. You know what I mean? So it's one of the reasons as to why you're going to continuously draw people towards you. You know what I mean? It's because of your wisdom. You're very knowledgeable. You're a person who has got this ancient knowledge. You know what I mean? It's like a chosen one is a person who is tapped into some sort of knowledge that is not very common on this planet. So that knowledge is very much needed on this planet, and is one of the reasons as to why you have been placed on this planet, because you're supposed to do certain things and a certain work on this planet to help other people become the highest version of themselves. So in that way, we're talking about raising the frequency and the general consciousness of the people around you. You know what I mean? So you're participating. It's a job. It's an assignment from the universe that you're supposed to participate on this planet. So another way we can talk about is because a chosen one, you will draw a lot of attention towards you. So people will be drawn to you because of your empathy. Because you see, when you're talking about chosen people, we're talking about people who, they do not mean any harm for anyone. You know what I mean? So they're not here to hurt people. They're not here to cause people pain. They're not here to steal from people. They're not here to damage people's lives. So most of the times, you'll see people drawn to you because you're very highly empathetic. You know what I mean? So they know you have got that kindness within your heart. And they know even if sometimes they spend long periods of time with you, they know that you'll never harm them to some degree. So sometimes it's the reason as to why you see even sometimes chosen ones, due to your empathic abilities, you can sometimes even attract these kind of toxic individuals. We're talking about these narcissists and whatever. So a lot of you guys already know what I'm talking about. You found yourself in very toxic relationships, you know, sometimes friendships. You're attracting a lot of these narcissists because they know that you're an empath. And on a very subconscious level, they know that they can do whatever it is they want to do with you and they can get away with it. You know what I mean? Because they know you'll never be able to harm them. You can never even put your finger on them. And most of the time, that is the truth. So it's the reason why sometimes you're attracting a lot of these toxic and narcissists, you know, psychopaths and whatever. So sometimes you have got to be very careful, especially when you're awakened. It will be very easy for you to discern. You know, when you see those kind of individuals, you know, this person, I can confide in them, I can bring them close, I want to be their friend, or sometimes you want to date them. You know who you want to date, you know who you want to keep away, but most of the times, these things affect you before you're awakening when you don't really know who you are. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's why you see, along your journey in your life, you've been attracting different types of toxic individuals. So as a chosen one, you have got to know the reason as to why people are drawn to you. They are drawn to your energies because of your empathy and your kindness. The kindness that you've got within your heart. You know what I mean? So they'll be with you, they will not get hurt. You'll help them, you'll advise them, you'll treat them, you'll do whatever it is to make them become the highest version of themselves. So sometimes it is also those toxic individuals. So it is because of your empathy, chosen ones, is the reason as to why people continuously get drawn towards you. Now, another way I can say, something else I can talk about, the reason as to why people continuously get drawn towards you is because you're spiritually abundant. So when you're talking about spiritual abundance, we're not even talking about material abundance. You know, when you talk about the chosen people, so those people, they do not really have to be wealthy. They do not, yes, most of the time they will be because, you know, those guys have dived into the secret knowledge of the universe and how abundance really works. And they know the real meaning of abundance. So they know that abundance doesn't have nothing to do with driving Bentleys or Rolls Royce or whatever, living in mansions and stuff like that. But you've got a lot of spiritual abundance. You know what I mean? So spiritually, you're abundant. They know for some reason you're abundant in every way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Whether it is love you've got to offer, whether it is money you've got to offer, wisdom, knowledge, kindness, healing, all these kind of things. Is the reason as to why these people, they always gravitate towards you because they know you're spiritually abundant. Now, in the world that we live today, you also find a lot of people that are turned off. So they are spiritually bankrupt. We can talk about spiritual bankruptcy. I think I've talked about this thing in my videos. So a lot of people, they are not connected with their spirit. So they are going through so many different kinds of things, and they've been completely disconnected from reality. So they are not even in full alignment with themselves. But as a chosen one, you're a very composed person, and you know these people also know you're spiritually abundant. You know that actually you're tapped into your higher self, and most of the times your knowledge and wisdom and all these abilities and qualities and everything is coming from source. So these are things that are coming from God. Now, a lot of people around you, they do not have this. Is the reason as to why you continuously get drawn, people are getting drawn to you, is because of that, is spiritual abundance. Now, the last reason I can talk about, the reason as to why you continuously, people continuously get drawn to you towards your energy is because of your healing abilities. Now, I've told you guys, chosen ones, you guys are healers. A lot of you guys, you don't really know this. Healing can come in so many ways, ways, shapes, and form. Healing can come through natural plant medicine. Healing can come through knowing about the source energy. We're talking about the sun, you know, the moon, and all these kind of things. We're talking about nature. So sometimes a lot of you chosen ones, even sometimes within your DNA, you're already a healer. There is some people who experience healing just by sitting around you, talking with you, exchanging. Because remember, guys, when you're exchanging information and talking with some individuals and they're around your vicinity, they're also tapping into your energy. Because I've told you guys, our auras spread out in a very big bubble, whereby sometimes people, when they get into that aura, a lot of times you start to heal a lot of people. So people can sometimes get gravitate towards you because subconsciously, even sometimes I'm talking about this, sometimes it can happen consciously. Yes, it can be the case, but sometimes it can also be the case whereby people are actually getting gravitated towards you even subconsciously, they don't even know. They just all of a sudden, you know, there's a very big group of people. You guys are in the party. There's you know, people everywhere, hundreds of people. They're always going to locate you, and they're going to come around, and they're going to find yourself engaging different kinds of individuals. And most of the times, those individuals, they need to heal. So there may be sometimes things that they're dealing with. There may be unhealed wounds they've been struggling with for a very long period of time. And whenever they come into your energy and your presence, they're going to start getting a lot of answers. And sometimes they only need one word. If they don't need one word, they even sometimes need a simple touch to start getting that healing. And sometimes these are things that you cannot see with the naked eye, but you will sometimes get evidence that actually, whenever people are coming around you, they are actually getting healed, and they will never stay the same. So as a chosen one, these are things you should start getting used to. Start getting used to the fact that actually your energy is different. So you are not like anybody else around you. Sometimes maybe even that's the reason as to why some people, like for example, the people that used to know you before the activation, is the reason as to why they're running away from you, because now they're recognizing that they actually never known you all their entire lives. So they don't know what to do with you. They don't know what to tell you. They don't know how to handle you, because they feel you already know everything. They feel you're independent. You're happy you're happy by yourself. You know what to do with yourself. You know where to go with your life. So it's a reason as to why sometimes you're going to lose people. But remember, chosen ones, and this is something that shouldn't turn you off. You're continuously going to attract a lot of people, and people are always going to be drawn to your energy. So get used to it. Use the spirit of discernment. Separate the good ones from the bad ones, and you always need to ask for guidance. What are they coming in to do? So are they coming in to steal your energy? Are they coming to manipulate you because they feel you're a very beautiful soul and a very kind heart? So they want you always have to know, what are they there for? What are they coming to do? Are they genuinely needing answers? Are they genuinely needing healing? Or are they genuinely needing answers to their questions? So you need to know and use the spirit of discernment to know which people to bring into your energy and which people exactly to keep away. So I would like to let you guys know that this will always happen. If you're a person with an anointing from God, it will always happen. You have to get used to it. It's the life of a chosen one. I would like to know what you think about this video, guys, in the comment section below. You always know that I love and appreciate your support. You may book a session with me, guys, if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description section below. And until then, blessing to have you guys on board, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Peace.